EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to one of the legendary venues in the sport, historic Soldier Field in Chicago. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the San Francisco 49ers and the Chicago Bears. Let's get this going. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson, Eddie Pinheiro to get it started. And off we go from... They'll put Loveland in motion. Here's Williams on 1st and 10. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
Williams to throw on 2nd down. That is incomplete.
He just stays on his primary read just a little bit too long. I think if he gets that ball to his check down a little bit quicker, not only is the ball completed, but I think there's some room to run. So, again, certain quarterbacks are better than others. The ability to process and eliminate targets quickly to move on to the next, that's a skill that really just comes from experience.
On 3rd down, it's Williams. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's fourth down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
That's incomplete. Daring call on fourth down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on downs.
Coaches love to come out early in the game and establish a very aggressive approach. But I'm just not sure, Mike, if at this point in the game they needed to make this decision. I'm going to be very curious to see, does this come back later in the game to bite them?
They'll throw to begin with Purdy. Out to his right. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now third down comes up.
So the receiver does everything right, except for the most important part. He runs a nice route, great separation downfield, but now you just got to finish that thing off with a catch.
Got a man. It is dribbling complete. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. That pass play good for 22. First down, 49ers. Here's Christian McCaffrey to get things started. And he's into the end zone. What a start. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, 49ers. On now, Eddie Pinheiro for the extra point. He's got it. And the 49ers will take a 7-0 lead.
Niners 7, Bears nothing. Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for San Francisco.
So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. Now, an opening past the 30. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. In motion, it's Odunze. On the bootleg, it's Williams. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. Rove Odunze, the one he was looking for. And it'll be second down.
Initially, a nice job by the receiver. He actually was open downfield. He was able to get behind the defense, but the window closed up so quickly they couldn't get the ball to him. Prevents the big play.
That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
When you air it out like that on these big shots downfield, they're not always high percentage plays. It takes a lot of things to line up timing-wise, location of the field, accuracy of the throw to result in those big plays, but I think they've got to continue to search for those and try to generate a little bit of a spark.
They'll put Loveland in motion. On third down, it's Williams from the gun. That's caught! And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20.
53 yards.
They're at the 17-yard line now for first and 10.
First and 10 at the
Throwing again,
17-yard
Williams.
line.
That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
It's now second down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
And they'll get him down inside the 5-yard line. It's first and goal coming up.
And the Bears.
Williams to the air once more. Flush to his right. Good blocking, and he's in. Caleb Williams. Touchdown, Chicago.
And this is an element of Caleb Williams' game that we see him scramble a lot, Mike. We saw him do it a lot in college and now early in his NFL career. But he's always trying to remain a passer. But when he does put the ball down and activate himself as a scrambler runner, he can be really effective, especially down here in the tight red zone.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. This fielded at about the 9. He'll get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
First and 10 for Purdy. That's caught. Christian McCaffrey finding space at the 40. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line.
24-yard gain on
An
the play.
ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the first play. On the handoff, McCaffrey. He did not want to go down there. Carrying tacklers, it's a gain of 9.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for, and I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
A gain there of 11. It's good for a Niners first down.
49ers.
It's pretty evident, Mike, when a quarterback and his wide receiver are operating on the exact same page. The anticipation, the timing, the accuracy of both the route and the ball. And when they're working together like this, that's the definition of teach tape.
In some rhythm, good drive rolling. Here's another first and 10. Out of the gun, it's Purdy. He's got it at about the 8.
Purdy's pass.
This is a great example here, Mike, of an offense and a quarterback that is just in complete control and rhythm. Not only is he able to deliver this ball on target downfield, but the accuracy is what allows his receiver to stay on his feet, pick up the remaining yards after the catch, and walks it in for a touchdown.
Now Pinheiro to add on the extra point. He gets it to go, and the 49ers will take a 14-6 lead.
Bears 6. Pinheiro to kick off for San Francisco.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. A short one taken at the 10. A good return as he takes it across the 30.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
They'll run it for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down.
Nick Bosa on the stop. A 7-yard pickup. Brings
On
up
second down, it's
3
Williams.
At the
Forced out wide. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. A gain of 11 on that one. First down, Chicago.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Here's a handoff to Swift. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
So they go with the first down run, hoping to just get them some positive yards and get themselves into a good second down situation. But now they find themselves in second and long. So the more you give defenses the opportunity, Mike, to defend you one-dimensionally. So in this case, we're only playing you in the pass. It stresses your protection, it stresses your play caller, and ultimately, it stresses your quarterback.
He'll swing this out to Swift. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. A big-time play for the Bears. And even 30 yards. Good start to this drive so far. Another first and 10. They'll put Loveland in motion. On first and 10, it's Williams. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
10 at the 23-yard line.
Working out of the gun, here's Williams. On the run to the right. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
And they're not going to snap it. We have come to the end of the first quarter of play. Bears in possession, here to start the second quarter, as they begin with 3rd and 8. Throw it again. It's Williams. He's got his tight end. It's Loveland. And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got first and goal coming up.
Bears, first down. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
He'll try to throw again. Here's Williams. Forced to his right. And he will wisely just get rid of this one and set up second and goal.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Throwing on second down, Williams. He pulls it in around the 5. And that's going to move him closer, but they're going to need to come up with something here. Here comes third and goal.
I think the rest of those receivers in the huddle have all come to the realization that they might not be getting a target anytime soon, and frankly, I don't blame them. I mean, they're riding the hot hand, and rightfully so.
He's got his man, middle of the end zone. Savion Thomas. Touchdown Bears. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
Now, Watkins on the return. Ho-ho! And he'll be forced out of bounds on a very solid return.
Take over first and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Purdy. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up second down.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down with it.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 14 on the pickup. First down, 49.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back,
that's down the field and intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson.
Purdy's pass intercepted. The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
In motion comes Thomas. Throwing on first down. Oh, the blitz overwhelming the offensive line. And down he goes.
A 4-yard loss.
So this is what you don't want to see out of your quarterback. And the pocket starts to collapse. The good ones, they can keep their eyes downfield and they can feel that pass rush. You don't always have to see it, but once those eyes go down, it's going to be trouble.
That complete to Swift. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. They'll try to run for it. It's Swift. And he is going to have a Bears first down. Able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches.
First down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Now Williams. Moving outside the pocket. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. They gained 18 yards on that long. Good for a Bears first down.
So, Mike, you look back at the quarterback and you see that this ball is coming out of his hand and it's going to be low. And the decision's made. You've got to go down to the ground to secure the catch. First order of business. Your hands are between the ground and the ball, no matter what that looks like. And then once you secure it, you've got to roll, protect the ball, and under no circumstances can that ball move or hit the ground. And how often do we see a great catch overturned on replay? So it's not easy. You get paid to catch them all.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's a give to Swift. They had that play dialed up defensively, stopped them in the backfield. Loss of a yard.
Down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 1. brings up
2 minutes to go,
11.
first half in a 2-point game. We'll come back to Soldier Field. Following this, 3rd and 11 coming up. From the shotgun, it's Williams. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Nick Bosa, the former All-Pro, in there for the sack.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
They'll indeed go. It's Williams. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away.
You know, I think there's certain times, Mike, throughout the game that call for a very aggressive style of play. I'm just not quite sure this was one of those situations, but I guess we'll see how it plays out throughout the rest of the game.
Play fake to McCaffrey. Now, Purdy moving to his right. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. And he's not going to be able to escape the rush here. He goes down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
That's caught by McCaffrey. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the 1st down. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this 1st half. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. Got him in. It is dribbling complete. And he's going to have the 49ers 1st down as they get the conversion with a gain of 14. And he's trying to get around the corner, but will not. Brought down at the loss on the play. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
He dives, and what a catch for the 1st down. Now a signal, timeout call, 9 seconds left to play in this 1st half.
You just love to see this effort, especially on 3rd down. You understand, you want to keep this possession alive. You have to do everything in your power sometimes to bail out your quarterback, and it's exactly what he does here, and it brings up a fresh set of downs.
And the offense will take one here. Timeout with 6 left on the 2nd quarter clock.
Looked to me like the quarterback had the option to pull that and make it a throw, but he decides to give it. Probably wishes looking back that he would have pulled it because there was nowhere for that running back to go.
Here now, 2nd down and goal. Here's Purdy. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this 1st half.
There isn't much room for error when operating inside the red zone. The field is really condensed. Those throwing windows become a lot tighter, and forces your quarterback to make some really highly contested throws, and as we just saw, those aren't always going to go your way.
3rd and goal. It's Purdy. That's going to be incomplete. They say no to the field goal, but that backfires. They're going to come away with nothing as this first half comes to an end. This is still anyone's ball game at this point. The difference is just 2 as we begin quarter number 3. So, a couple of first downs will give them 1st and 10. They're at the 41. Shotgun snap to Purdy. And the throw left sideline caught. They rule incomplete. Couldn't keep the feet in. And it's 2nd down. From the gun, it's Purdy. That one knocked away. And it's incomplete. He was trying to hook up with Deebo Samuel that time. And it's going to bring up 3rd down.
And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor. And this time, it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. Mike, I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it because it could have been even a bigger play.
On 3rd down, it's Purdy. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. And it sets up 4th down.
And that's what you call a wasted series. They come out here and they decide we're just going to air it out. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down. All 3 incompletions. And now it brings up 4th down. And barring some crazy decision here to keep your offense on the field, you're going to find yourself right back on the sideline.
On 4th down, they snap it to Purdy. Has his man, it's Samuel. And he will be out of bounds right around the 35. What a time for his first catch as they get the conversion on 4th down. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Here's Purdy again. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
Really nice coverage there defensively. And here you find yourself in a 1-score game. Like, he understands the value of protecting the ball. Really smart decision. Throw it away. Snap it again.
They'll throw again with Purdy. He locates the open man. That's Christian Kirk.
Purdy's pass complete to
there's so many key factors that allow a play like this, Mike, to have so much success. And, of course, like anything, it starts with the quarterback being accurate. It's such a big part of NFL football right now is the run after the catch. But the accuracy of the ball allows the receiver to turn into a runner after securing the catch. So great job there by the quarterback. And then sometimes it's just a foot race to the pylon and speed kills. And wide receiver gets the ball, secures it, and he does the rest.
To kick off for San Francisco.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Off play action. Here's Williams. He'll let this one go. Deep for Thomas. That is caught. And he's going to take this one all the way. 72 yards. Touchdown Chicago.
This is when you're very fortunate as an offensive play caller, Mike, that you not only have the speed on the outside, but you got the big arm behind center, because it doesn't get real fancy. If you can hold up in the protection, you're saying run as fast and as far as you can. I'm going to throw it as far as I can, and when you connect, it is a thing of beauty, and in this case, it results in a touchdown.
Santos to kick off for Chicago.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there.
At their own 25-yard line.
The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. Room to run at the 40. Down the sideline to the 20. And they won't catch him. He'll go all the way. 75 yards. Touchdown, San Francisco. Pinheiro on for the extra point. The kick is good. And the 49ers will make it a 2-score game as they are now up 9.
Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for San Francisco.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This taken at the 5. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40-yard line. They'll put Loveland in motion. A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Ball's incomplete. Rome Odunze was the intended receiver.
I'll tell you what, Mike, with this guy's speed, he's not an easy target to overthrow. So that's one of those where they're telling this quarterback, throw it with everything you got. Just lay it out there. And more times than not, he's going to run under it. But in this case, just a little bit too much on it. He winds up overshooting his man.
Loading up, launching downfield. And this will be incomplete.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends up being a wasted down.
2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. Working out of the gun, here's Williams, exiting the pocket right. Again, working deep downfield. And that is incomplete contact, but no flags. It's going to be 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
He's going to look downfield once again. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on downs.
Oftentimes, these critical downs come down to who executes the best. And in this case, Mike, the defense executed when it mattered the most. Big 4th down stop, and now they're going to get the ball back.
First and 10. Purdy. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete.
I feel like their quarterback, for the most part, has looked pretty solid. I mean, it's everybody else that seems to have let him down with the drop balls and the mistakes. That's really what's killing these drives.
Purdy now on second down. His throw to the right side, caught by Striblin.
Purdy's pass complete to DeJean Squibbling. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Purdy and the 49ers will try to get 2 more.
The 49ers will line up for the 2-point
Back to throw.
conversion.
The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this 2-point try, but execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field.
22-yard line.
They'll go play action here with Williams. A dive and a catch. Incredible. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10.
And the Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
To throw, it's Williams. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss. It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
4th down.
They're going for it. Here's Williams. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on 4th and wind up turning it over on down. Purdy now, he'll throw on 1st down. He's hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes.
With the right personnel, the safety position is like the ultimate chess piece, right? You can put him in center field to play pass. You can bring him up and make him a pseudo linebacker, but you also can bring him on pressure, Mike, and that's what this guy does so well. The timing and the speed, he got there in a hurry.
Throwing on 2nd down is Purdy. He gets it to Samuel, left side. Well, that helps to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play.
It's actually a really nice job there on 2nd down, putting this into a 3rd and more manageable down and distance. Remember, they suffered that 1st down sack, and so often that can derail the drive, but they got a chance here to pick this up and maintain possession.
And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down? That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on 4th. Going to give the ball over on down. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. A play fake. Now Williams. Rolling right. He'll take a shot down the field. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's second down. From the shotgun, it's Williams. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. Luther Burden, the intended target. Third down coming up. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. He's got his tight end. It's Loveland. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
A gain of 24 yards. That's good for a Bears first down.
Throw it again. It's Williams. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
We see this offense just continue to search for a spark. It's just this entire game, their execution's just been a little bit off, and now here in the second half, they find themselves down by multiple scores. They're going to have to connect on one or two of these big plays if they want to find themselves back in this one.
That's caught! And he's going to be brought down inside the 15.
It's a pickup of 44 yards. And the Bears first down. First and 10 at the 11-yard
Trying to throw
line.
again. Here's Williams. Loveland open right side. He's got it. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Second and 6 at the Niners' 8-yard line.
Throwing again. Williams. And he overshot his man. Out of the end zone. That one's incomplete. The big tight end, Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. And third down coming up.
It's not often you see a pass that's out of the reach of this guy. I mean, 50-50 balls tend to go his favor more often than not, but this one kind of gets away from him just a little bit and falls incomplete.
That's to the end zone, but they cannot connect. It's incomplete. Colston Loveland was the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up fourth down. They'll indeed go. It's Williams. That is caught, and they will get the conversion. He's tackled down near the goal line, so it's not a touchdown, but it will be first and goal. Swift is into the end zone for a Bears touchdown.
Believe it or not, Mike, this is actually the way modern defenses are designing their system. They're trying to force offenses to go the long way. Don't give up explosives, and then try to compete for field goals in the red zone. So not only is this offense able to sustain possession and maintain the ball, but when you come away with touchdowns, it's just backbreaking for these defenses.
To kick off for Chicago.
And that kick goes out of bounds right away, and that is a big mistake because that ball is going to be marked beyond the 40-yard line. This drive rolling now, another first and 10. To throw is Purdy. And he's going to be taken down, a sack on what likely will wrap up play in this third quarter.
A loss of 9
So
yards.
back and forth they go as we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. That'll bring up second and long. Shotgun snap to Purdy. He'll get this out wide to McCaffrey. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. This a must-stop for this defense. Facing 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. Got the connection there with Stribling. He'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. It's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Purdy. And he's going to have a Niners first down. As this defense is too loose there. Gain of 19 on 4th down.
First down, San Francisco.
From the gun, it's a give to McCaffrey. And good hard running there. He'll push his way forward. Gain of about 5.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Ball on the 35. Here comes a 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, it's Purdy. Oh, they get the break they were looking for. It is intercepted. Picked off by Devin Bush.
And this is something that just can't happen when you're playing with the lead in the 4th quarter. Mike, I'm fine with them throwing the ball, but it's got to be high percentage passes, get the ball into the hands of your best players, and keep the clock moving. But you for sure can't give the ball to the other team and let them cut into that deficit, because what looked like was all but over, we now find ourselves having a good game.
That one intercepted in the end zone. That's the linebacker, Fred Warner.
I'm always curious how a defense is going to respond. So you give up a touchdown, you give up 6, and now the offense is trying to extend it to 8. How are you going to buckle down? How are you going to hang in there? In this case, let's give them a little credit. Keep those 2 off the board, and they can come to the sideline and regroup.
They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop.
At their own 22-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. To the outside. Catch made by Evans. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 27-yard line.
Throwing from the gun is Purdy. Right back to Evans. He's got it again. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
A gain of 21
He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
2nd and 4 at the 45-yard line.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 4. Play fake to McCaffrey. Now, Purdy. A throw left side, but it's incomplete. Trying to get it to Christian McCaffrey out of the backfield. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
And we got a big 3rd down coming up here, Mike. They got a chance with a conversion to possibly get this under the 2-minute warning, put this defense in a position where they have to start using their timeouts.
3rd and short. Purdy. Picked off by Kobe Bryant. And the Bears will have great field position right around midfield.
And it's just the last thing you can afford to do, especially in this situation. Like, there's just no need to force the ball. You're playing with a lead. It's late in the game, and I know he's got a lot of confidence in his arm, and he thinks he can get away with it, but that decision, it proves to be costly.
Here is 1st and 10. Here's Williams now to throw. Crushed, it's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go. Here comes 2nd down. In motion comes Thomas. On 2nd down, it's Williams. A throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete. Time now becoming a factor as we get to 3rd down. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. That pass pinballing around, and it ends up in the hands of the receiver. Wow. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. A dive and a catch. Incredible. It'll be 1st down and 10.
14 more yards. That's another Bears 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Williams to the air once more. Out to his right. He runs with it. And he'll get about 6 out of that one before being forced out of bounds.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on 1st down.
Come to the line for 2nd and 4. Williams. He'll swing this out to Swift. Fighting for the goal line. They're going to stop him just short, but he has picked up the 1st down. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts. It'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock. Now, 1st and goal. On the bootleg, it's Williams. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Caleb Williams. Touchdown, Chicago.
Well, we got a little deuces wild here for this quarterback today, Mike. I mean, that's 2 touchdown passes already, now 2 touchdown runs to pair with it. And whatever this defense is trying, whether it's blitzing, staying soft in coverage, trying to spy, it doesn't really appear that anything at this point is really working.
So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Now Watkins on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Purdy. Over the middle, it's caught by Stribling. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
It's a gain of
Here's
17
1st down.
yards. 1st down, 49ers.
To throw, Purdy. There's a throw right side. Going to be incomplete.
And this is where the timing of these passing games, you see guys, they call it routes on air, Mike. During the course of the week, there's no defense, nobody playing on coverage, but it's the timing. It's be on time, get your depth, be where the quarterback expects you to be, because then when the game starts, things get sped up just a little bit more for the quarterback. And in this case, it's a perfect example. He's open, He tries to lead his guy, just puts a little too much in front. So now after that last incompletion, this brings up a critical third down. But remember, Mike, they don't have to get it all here in one play. They've got third and fourth down. There's no punt, there's no kick. They've got to treat this like it's their final possession of the game, and they've got 2 downs to extend this drive.
What about this crowd getting even louder before 3rd and 10? Off the play fake, Purdy. That is incomplete. Here we go. There goes what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments in the game where you need your best players to step up. This guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Oregon. And the Bears have just about sewn up this football game.
Is a turnover on downs.
This drive will begin with a run by Swift. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down.
That's good.
This is the moment in the game, Mike, where it really matters to have a run game. You find yourself winning here late. You want to try to run the clock out and finish with the ball. And boy, do they ever. Give credit to this offensive line and running back. They came through when their team needed them the most.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Williams. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And will move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
That's another.
They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10.
The 17-yard line.
Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often, and it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page.
This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. DeAndre Swift, the intended target. And it's going to be 3rd down. Throwing again, Williams. This pass complete to Raymond. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go on the clock. The offense not coming off the field, and here's 4th down. Here we go. One final play. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete, and that will do it. This one comes to an end. So this one in the win column for the Bears. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball and will, matching each other point for point. In the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That is the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from along the lakefront at Soldier Field in Chicago.
you.